Welcome to the Digging Deep ATVMX Podcast with your host, hailing from Kaukauna, Wisconsin, riding a CST Tires SSI decals traveling back Yamaha YFC 450R, four-time ATV Motocross National Champion, number 25, Cody Jansen.
What's up, everybody?
We're back.
Welcome to the latest edition of the Digging Deep ATVMX Podcast, episode 171 of the Digging Deep ATVMX Podcast, presented by our title sponsor, CST Tires, in stock and available for purchase today at shop.csttires.com. I'm your host, Cody Jansen, saying hello to our nearly 296,000 monthly Digging Deep listeners in all 141 countries in which you are listening, and this is our favorite rider to new team announcement episode yet. Let's waste no time, but start things off quickly by shouting out all of our incredible partners. CST Tires, go to shop.csttires.com today. Yamaha, thanks to Blue Crew. Thanks to SSI Decals, Valvoline, DID Racing Chain, Launderville Steel Enterprises and Concrete Supply, DP Brakes, and Ultimate Poly Products. UPP Racing, our choice when it comes to case savers, chain sliders, intake manifolds, and more. Use discount code DIGGINGDEEP15 at uppracing.com. Shout out to all the great companies that support us, and for any products that fall through the cracks, click that Rocky Mountain ATVMC banner on our website to help us out. It's that time of year. The season is here. It's insane. And you and your machine may still need a little TLC. No matter what off-road gear parts you need, Rocky Mountain ATVMC has you covered. But before you buy, simply click that Rocky Mountain ATVMC banner on our website. By using our specific link, we get a percentage of what you buy on the back end, enabling you to help us out while purchasing the parts you need anyway. And did you know you can buy OEM parts from Rocky Mountain ATVMC as well? Yep, shipped conveniently right to your door. So click that Rocky Mountain ATVMC banner at diggingdeepatvmx.com to help us out while satisfying all your gear and parts needs. Shout out to all of our donors. If you are interested in donating and hearing your name on the show, you can find the Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee donation links on our website. Major thanks to all who have donated, of course. Now, if you can't donate, but you still want to help us out, you can leave us a rating or review on iTunes and Spotify, because that helps us out a bunch too. And a quick reminder, as you are kicking back and listening to this episode today, signups for the 2026 season of Digging Deep ATV Fantasy are now open. So go to atvfantasy.com and you can start locking in your squad for the opener, including this rider on a brand new ride for the brand new season. Now, it's showtime. The 30-second board is up, it's sideways, and the gate is down. Time to dig deep.
Let's go!
All right, guys, I've been looking forward to this chat all off-season. Brought to you courtesy of DP Brakes and their industry-leading sintered brake technology. I'm proud to welcome both Jeffrey Rastrelli and Brandon Hoag back to the Digging Deep ATVMX Podcast. Welcome back to the show, boys. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it, Cody.
Thanks, man.
So, guys, like I said, been looking forward to this all off season. Was super stoked that we could get together tonight and do a little announcement of sorts. You guys have both joined our show in the past to announce things, whether it be Rastrelli Racing. We talked to Brandon about different rides over the years, things like that. But guys, why don't you let people know why we're here? And maybe it's the worst kept secret in ATV motocross racing right now. I feel like the rumors are definitely out there. We've seen some things on social media and whatever. But this may very well be the most exciting announcement yet. So whoever wants to take it here, let's hear what you guys got going on for 2026.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get after it. It was sitting one night and I think Jeff had reached out to me about, how things were going in the off season and how things were looking. And he had kind of ran by just a message saying, hey, what can I do to help? I want to be involved. And then jokingly, I messaged him back saying like, I mean, it might've been something as simple as like, Rastrelli Racing, LOL, like let's do something together. And then he called me like right after he received the text. And I knew right when he called me, like he was probably he's like the way Jeffrey works, he'll call you. If it's something serious, like he's going to call you right then and there, even if he's working or whatever, And yeah, he gave me a call and we briefly talked about, an idea of doing something together. And yeah, we hit it off from there. I mean, I heard a couple things from him that meant a lot to me from another racer too, in that conversation. So it was just a lot to do with, first off, I trust Jeffrey as far as, he did it his whole life and had a lot of success. I respected him as a racer, and, with him stepping aside in the series, I felt like it was a great opportunity to keep him in as well. Like I didn't want to see him also just like leave. I didn't know what his plans were, but he's too good to just like go that route. At the same time, I needed help because I'm 25 years old. I don't know everything. There's a lot of things that I don't know. And even with the riding stuff, there's a lot of things that I really want someone to tell me, if I need to try a different line, ride differently, or, just tactics mentally, all these things for my racing. Like I need input on. I want more of a team there. And I mentioned that to him, and right away, like he was all in on it. And that's huge for me. That was kind of like, if we were able to agree on something there, like that's a game changer, and then it's also easy because we both I moved down here near Palm City, Florida, which is where Jeffrey's from.
Mm-hmm.
So we live 15 minutes from each other. I can run to his house. So, being close like that, we're already really close friends. And like I said, yeah, it's somebody that I trust to be heavily involved in what I do and my riding and my training and the whole program. I've also joked with him too that I think I have the most DNFs in pro racing history. I want a fresh start. I want something to try to, just fresh slate, I guess. And, that was another thing that I knew he could do for me. And if something's wrong, like he's the type of guy that he'll step up right away, so I don't mean to keep going there, but really Jeffrey was the guy that, dude, like I said, I jokingly kind of said something and he jumped on it, and it's amazing that it all worked out that way.
So Brandon Hoag officially riding for Rastrelli Racing in 2026, which is awesome. You both know I'm huge fans of both of you guys. Like I go super far back with both of you. So super invested in this collaboration. I love it. And you're exactly right. That was the first thing that came to mind when I first heard about this. I mean, Jeffrey made a call to me way back when. This was months ago, I think, for sure months ago, multiple months ago, about the potential of this happening and kind of putting a bug in my ear that eventually we were going to want to announce this thing. And that was my same thought, was this gives Jeffrey, recently retired, obviously, the ability to stay in the sport and stay around ATV racing. And Brandon, for you, it gives you hopefully the most solid program that you've had in some time, if not ever. So that's super exciting from all sides. So congrats to both of you. Congrats to all involved. Jeffrey, tell me your side of the story on how it came together. Is it your quads, that you had, Jeffrey, right?
Yeah, the race machine's mine from last year. So I built a new race machine at Lake Sugar Tree. I built a brand new machine there. So it's got 7 races on it. The bike's in pristine condition, and I'm like it's sitting there, and this isn't to obviously downplay what we have going on, but of course my first thought of the season is like, hey, I'm going to cash out. Of course, I'm going to try to sell these things, get some cash. I was planning to live just a normal life, and all my foilers are gone, and I have one junky bike there that I could rebuild if I wanted to have one, and I texted Brandon, because nobody was really, and like I said, this sounds maybe bad, but nobody's really biting on these things. Nobody was really wanting the machines. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to give them away. That's what I won't do. I'd rather just hang on to them. And so I was hanging on to them, and I was like, hey man, what do you need? And he's like, I could use some help. And I'm like, well, we got on the phone. I'm like, well, what kind of help? I got a machine. That's the first step. And let's talk to my dad, because some of it's his, he helped me all those years, let's talk to my dad. Let's figure this thing out. Let's do it. I got 2 brand new race motors because we ran a prototype motor at Briarcliff. So both of these motors were rebuilt right before Briarcliff, my ones I ran all year. I have the motors, I had the bike, it's not really going to cost me a bunch out of pocket, so let's just go racing. And then there we go. We put it together, and it was something I want to be a part of because, everybody has their opinion. And I have mine. There's a lot of talent sitting in front of me here. The kid's probably one of the best riders I've ever seen, physically one of the fastest. So it's we could take care of keeping them, on the track is the first thing, not breaking down, which I mean, never had like the best practice program, but I haven't had a DNF in 4 years almost. Like, and if it was maybe 2 motos out of all of them. And then, a couple of them were the water races where it was just sucking water. So, like I have a good race program, and I always know, I know how to keep the bike together. So that was one thing that I really, if the guy could be confident on his machine, that's one step. And then second step is the comfortability and maybe taking him a route that he hasn't been in a while. I think, I'm not bad mouthing any suspension. I just, when he was on Elkas in previous years, other people were doing them, and he was struggling with them then, and went to a place where he thought he would succeed, which we all do. And I found that, working with Jay and those guys, Dustin, they're really, really, really turned my program around, and they did his shocks last year as well when he had the chance to. And I'm like, man, I think we just need to try something different. Like, let's just go a whole different route this year. Like, let's try to migrate to something that we like. I think where we should go, like work wise, suspension wise, and that made him comfortable. He's happy with that, and just trying to put all these ducks in a row to make the kid happy and sustain. Like, just be like, I've never seen him ride so much. First of all, never seen the kid do so many laps in my life as he has this year. So I trained with him for 3 years in a row. Like, this is where he's just happier. I think that's where I wanted to be, is to put him in a good spot mentally and physically. Like, obviously the kid's in phenomenal shape. So anybody that ever second guesses that, I'm not in half the shape he was, I mean, I never have been. If I was, maybe I'd be up there too, but I mean, I'm not, it's not, I don't know how to get there, but he knows. I tried, he trained me, I couldn't get there, but that's not the problem. I think it was more just putting him on something he's happy with and being somewhere where he's happy, and just keeping positive. I don't think there was a lot of positivity around for a long time, and like I said, I'm not trying to badmouth any, I'm not saying that to anybody. I'm just from observation, and being friends with the guy, there wasn't a lot of necessarily positive things that were going on all the time. So that's where, man, I'm a racer. I get it. So I'm not going to sit here and badmouth or say things that I'm saying that would knock him down, which a lot of people do, unfortunately. So that was it. Just trying to put these things in place that I know that helped me in my career, and being an observer of what he's gone through the past few years. I think that I was like, okay, like I can maybe do something that really helps him in his racing career. And that was my goal. I'm not here to take anything. If that kid goes and wins the first round, don't come to me. He's the one that did it. But I just think that it was like something that I think I can step in and help him achieve that goal. I think we know he has speed, right?
Oh,
there's nobody,
no brainer.
He's the only one that can maybe hang with the number one. So that can hang. We've seen it, not maybe. That can hang with the number one. So just putting all the other pieces, that's always missing. It's not his riding. It's never been his riding ever.
No. It's
always been, I think, everything else other than that. So that's me, just trying to put the pieces together, help him put his pieces together. And I got so much experience, and like the past few years, just in racing in general too, help him as a younger rider. And I wasn't as talented, I say, as in my latter years as he is now. So I had to make up for it in like mentally and mental riding, just riding differently and taking different lines and looking at the track differently and stuff like that. So that's something I can help him with.
I love the idea, Jeffrey. I love the idea of you taking all the stuff that you've learned, and you look at how vast your career was. And, I think back on how naturally talented you were at the beginning, and then you go through some hardships. And I feel like you learned so much, you grew so much, and you became the best rider that you ever were in the last 4-ish years of your career. And I think that the stuff that you learned at the end there can benefit Brandon so much, because you touched on the fact that he's so strong, so fast. We have no doubts about that, but that's all doing it with all the turbulence going on. Like, think about if we, like your whole motivation, the things that you're outlining right now are having Brandon on a rock solid program that he don't have to worry about anything but riding and maybe acquiring sponsors. And if that's the case, we've never seen what that Brandon looks like, which the sky's the limit.
Yeah, for sure. And the kid's just been a little bit little bit brighter. Like not smart wise, just he's been like, I'm not saying it like brighter, like it's but like this,
Happy.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. Like it just been a little bit shoot, we've hung out more, I think, this offseason than we ever have. And I don't think it really has anything to do with racing. I just think he's just a little bit happier. And I try to do what I can we try to do what we can to help him with practice machines and trying to keep him going, man. And that's where it's been in the past where he maybe not be able to keep going. Like it's always like, okay, I get this thing in here and then it pops and then it's like bang, 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 bang. And it's just a revolving door. And it's never like, it never lets him be a little more free. I mean, we've obviously had our hardships already too. I mean, it's ATV motocross. We have had hiccups and there's a little bit of downtime, but there's no, there's no hardships in it. Nobody, breathing down his back or doing anything negative. So it's just all positive here. And Chris Williams is another big part of this. And he's so positive. He'll drive us crazy sometimes. We love Chris, but he's so positive. He'll drive us nuts, but we love him. He's a very big part of this program. Couldn't do without him. He's extremely excited to have Brandon as well. Cause I made a comment to him. I said, Chris, if you want a chance to win with your motors, this is it. So we got to figure some stuff out. You got your work ahead of you. You know what I mean? So I think he knows that as well. So he's putting it in. So, that was it, man. Just me seeing positivity. He needed positivity and he needed just a little bit. I mean, it wasn't a lot. It's not like I'm doing this crazy amount and handing over thousands and thousands of dollars and doing all this stuff. It was just a machine and steering them in the right direction and some decision making and trying to maintenance wise and just small guidance, man. I'm not doing anything crazy, but it's just that's it's got so much potential. And last thing I want to see is somebody with his talent have to walk away or never get a solid chance at glory when it's right here. I mean, it's a couple weeks away. Like it's literally like, that's how I look at it. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it, but glory could literally be 2 weeks away, and that's what I look forward to is to him as a racer, like to be a part of something that could, be pretty damn big, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. And, you look at Brandon, you look at your season last year, right? You podium early, you got a top qualifier, get another podium. Then you have that team change. We kind of referenced that already. Eventually have, little tough luck there. And then you end it with a P2 in the very final moto of the season. Got a little vengeance there. That being said, 2025 was obviously a trying year. So this merger has to have you stoked. And it's got to be, again, I know that you already outlined how fun it was and how special it was, important it was to hear Jeffrey say all the things he said to you to kind of spark this thing. But to hear him say that now too, even from my perspective, is so darn cool because I hold Jeffrey's opinion in such high regard. To hear those things from Jeffrey about you and wanting to support you because he thinks so highly of you, that's a pretty damn cool thing.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much all he said there. Last year I realized like there were a lot of things that I was trying to control and felt like I had the right answer all the time. And I just didn't. I didn't straight up. Maybe I would think this way and someone might say another thing. And I was so lost, not only like with my career and things, but just like where to go, what to do. It was tough as far as, I didn't want to quit racing. And I knew that like every day I still just have something in me that there's 0% chance I'm going to be done. I would race if it was on a bone stock chassis with a motor in it. I just want to keep trying and trying. And when I say like I need guidance, I mean, it's as simple as that, really. I don't want to be the guy that knows it all. Like I'd rather have people around me that know more than me or can give me an input that I trust, So like with the program that we built this year, like, he had brought up the changes that we made. And like for me, I pretty much, and Jeffrey, you could tell me otherwise, but I just said, let's do it. The suspension deal, for example, like I honestly wanted away from it. Just you put me on this platform and let me see. Yeah, exactly. Like, let's just do it. And, I mean, it's been very smooth. It's been I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've said one single thing as far as what I'm on right now, to anybody. We've of course tried some different things with tuning and little stuff that I'm hoping makes a difference as well. And that's things that Jeffrey has experience with also. And those guys are really working hard to get me what I'm looking for on that department. So there's just not an area in the program where I feel like there's a weakness. I trust all of it. And Jeffrey knows too, we'll discuss if I say something 9 times out of 10, Jeffrey has already felt that before as far as with the bike or something, so,
yeah.
But I've had nothing but good things to say. I mean, that's not saying it just because it's something new. I go ride all these different tracks and different conditions, and I put my helmet on, I go shred, and that's it. That's all I'm trying to do to, I'm trying to just improve as a rider, and the platform is phenomenal.
Jeffrey, what does this look like? Because Brandon needs guidance, and he wants, he's open to any help, and he's open to eyes on him and advice and all those things. So what does that look like for the season? Because I'm assuming you're not traveling to all these races necessarily. I mean, what's that plan as far as that goes?
I'm not going to travel to all of them. I'm going to try to travel to the closest ones. Decker's up in the air. I want to be there badly, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make that. But I will be at Chicani for sure. I haven't even dug into the schedule too much yet on that side of things to know.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm going to try to, do at least half of them. Is my plan. If I got to fly and, of course my wife was into so there's no way I could have done this without her support. I would have never, betrayed her word. So she knows, and I think she knows that stepping away is one thing. But to go off completely, I didn't want to do that yet. Still, it's been such a big part of our lives, and
dude.
So I don't want to leave and just leave and be done. And that's not even me. I'll get the itch again. You know what I mean? But I have the itch right now, but it's not in that way. It's not the same way. But I think that, Dave Porter is going to help us at the track. I think, Chris is going to try to go to a couple. I don't know what he's going to go to, but Dave's going to help. And then I think he's got somebody to help him too. I'm not positive on that, but I don't think it's just him.
So Dave is going to be a mechanic, right?
Yeah. So I think, Dave is going to be the mechanic. I think maybe Corey Spooner may help, and he helped me a lot of last year. His guy's a super big help as well. Really big hustle. Doesn't matter what you ask, clean my helmet. He's over there. He's just a good help guy. And I don't want to, confirm that it's him, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to help. I don't know to what extent, but Dave helped me last year, and I don't think Dave's racing this year for his own self, racing himself. So
right. Yep.
Last year he was kind of bouncing in and out a lot, and but we're still a lot of help. But I think he's going to really be full bore with Brandon on Saturday. To give his full attention.
I love it. Yeah, he brings a lot to the table too.
If there's something that happens, there's always people that are available to help swap a motor, or people will jump in. He's got Timmy. He's still really good friends with Timmy Detling. I'm just saying, I'm not saying signing Tim up for anything, but if there was a big problem, it's never an issue. I don't think to get him back on track in something of that serious nature. So that's where I think that as a community we're good there. But. Yeah, that's what it looks like for me. I'm not sure exactly what races I'm going to go to, but I'll be there. And I want to be at Chicani. I'm not saying I'm the greatest rider at Chicani ever, because I get my ass kicked there. Sorry, excuse my language. I fast for 4 or 5 laps, and then the young bucks come and kick my ass.
Hey, those first 4 or 5 laps, though, it's fire.
I'm a dog. I got the dog in me for about 4 or 5 there. I don't know what gets in me there, dude, but I got some steam. So
you got to dial for a 25 plus moto. Easy.
Oh yeah, dude. 25 plus is in trouble at Chicani. I don't think they want me to show up. They're going to be pissed. I still got it a little bit. I rode, it wasn't 4 or 5 months ago with Brandon, and then I still had a little bit in me. So
we'll get right back to the show, but now a word from our sponsors. And thank you for listening to these ads. Without these great companies, none of this would be possible. Show your support for the people who support us. The official tire choice of Digging Deep, CST tires are the choice of ATV Racing's elite on the track, in the woods, and every other terrain. CST tires swept the ATV Racing world in 2022 as Joel Hetrick, Bryson Neal, and Bo Barron rode their Pulse MXR and Pulse HT tires to an ATV Pro Motocross title, GNCC XC1 Pro title, and 10th ATV Pro Works Racing title, respectively. Led by champion Joel Hetrick and podium contenders Bryce Ford, Jeffrey Rastrelli, and Nick Janusa, CST's Pulse MXR tire is the most trusted tire in ATV motocross today. Available in soft and standard compounds, the Pulse MXR offers the highest level of traction, most predictable cornering, and superior wear characteristics when compared to the competition. And did I mention they have a contingency program as well? Visit shop.csttires.com to join the CST takeover today, or prepare to be beat by someone who did. The best of the best choose CST. Do you? You know we're Team Blue Crew here at the Digging Deep ATVMX Podcast, as the Yamaha YFZ450R is the official ATV of Digging Deep. In a move started by 8-time ATVMX Pro Class National Champion Chad Wienen, who with his next championship will become the winningest champion in ATV motocross history, we are living in ATV Racing's YFZ450R era. Alongside Wienen, 7-time GNCC XC1 Pro ATV National Champion Walker Fowler welcomed a pair of new champions to the Yamaha Champions Club, as the podium-proven Yamaha YFZ450R proved to be the winning choice for Joel Hetrick and Bryson Neal. This unprecedented success for the YFZ450R, its unrivaled quality and performance, and the clear fact that Yamaha is the leading OEM supporter of ATV racing has resulted in a complete Yamaha takeover within the sport quad market. Evident by the continuation of Yamaha's Blue Crew Racer Support Program, Yamaha riders will once again cash in on payout and prize opportunities in 2023, including a chance to win a brand new YFZ450R. For more info, head over to YamahaBlueCrew.com. Follow Yamaha Outdoors, as well as the new Blue Crew official channel on social media, and check out Yamaha's full proven off-road lineup at YamahaOutdoors.com today. SSI Decals, your way. SSI Decals sets the standard with the best looking decals, graphics kits, and vinyl wraps in the industry. Established in 1947, SSI took shape as an offshoot of their parent company by doing a little work for local pro Chad Wienen. Nearly 2 decades later, and fueled by a passion for ATVs, the company has flourished into one of ATV Moto's most recognized brands. From ATV Motocross, SSI has expanded into graphics and design work for top racers in GNCC, Works Racing, Pro Motocross and Supercross, Off-Road, and more, headlined by 8-time world champion top fuel drag racer Clay Milliken. Whether your project is big or small, SSI Decals will make your identity stick. Get started today at SSIDecals.com and use code DIGGINGDEEP10 for 10% off at checkout. Things are about to get sick. The Digging Deep ATVMX Podcast is brought to you in part by DID and their wide range of championship-winning chains. From the street to the track and everywhere in between, DID chains are designed to give you the optimal riding experience with great performance and increased chain life. Consistent to the core, pick up your box of reliability today. DID, what drives you? For over 150 years, Valvoline has been dedicated to constant improvement and innovation across all disciplines of racing. As a proud member of Team Valvoline for nearly a decade, I have witnessed their unwavering commitment to pushing the boundaries of performance. Valvoline has sponsored some of the greatest names in motorsports, solidifying their position as a powerhouse within the industry. Being a part of this historically great team has been an incredible privilege. When it comes to my equipment, whether it's my daily commuting vehicles, race quads, or anything in between, I trust nothing but Valvoline. Their range of products and lubricants consistently deliver increased horsepower, durability, and engine life. I'm excited to announce Valvoline's breakthrough in performance, Valvoline Ultimate Power Sports. With up to 8 times stronger rust protection and 50% better wear protection, this cutting-edge formula ensures your ATV's engine runs smoother and longer for the ultimate ride. Tackle rugged terrains with confidence, knowing your ATV's engine is equipped with the best protection available. Ready to experience the next level of performance? Head over to shop.valvolineglobal.com and use code DIGGINGDEEP10 at checkout to unlock an exclusive 10% off on your purchase. Don't miss out on this limited time offer to enhance your ATV's performance with Valvoline's Ultimate Power Sports engine oil.
Hey everyone, this is Larry Mills, president of DP Brakes North America and proud partner of the Digging Deep ATVMX Podcast. We at DP Brakes are a longtime supporter of ATV racing and the world leader in sintered brake technology, dominating the ATV world for decades by supporting the best four-wheeled racers on the planet. This year's lineup includes Jeff Rastrelli, Mark Baldwin and Baldwin Motorsports, Ford Brothers Racing, Nick Janusa, and many more, including Mr. Digging Deep himself, Cody Jansen, plus all the top 17 GNCC pros such as 7-time champion Walker Fowler, Bryson Neal, Hunter Hart, Cole Richardson, Jared McClure, Adam McGill, and previous champion Chris Borich. These top riders continue to appreciate the high performance and impressive durability that their DP brakes have to offer, products that ultimately help place them on top of the podium week after week. DP brakes are available through www.dp-brakes.com, or you can purchase them through your local Parts Unlimited stocking dealer, or you can even message us, myself, Larry Mills, or DP Brakes on Instagram or Facebook. And if you have any questions about product or sponsorship support, please ask us. We are waiting for you. Join the best ATV riders in the world equipped with DP brakes, and have a great year, everyone.
Headlined by the 4130 Chromoly, Launderville Steel and Concrete Supply is a full-service steel supplier of new and surplus steel, aluminum, and stainless steel products. This racing family-owned full metal service center and concrete product supplier comes with over 30 years of experience serving the entire United States from their central Midwest location. As the number one choice for nationwide shipments and with available next-day delivery in select areas, LSE has you covered near or far. 4130 is not just the chromoly tubing and plate used in the building of chassis for an array of motorsports applications, but it is also the name of the newest addition to the Pro Paddock, with riders Jaden JJ Launderville and Max Lindquist, introducing the new 4130 Motorsports team. Launderville Steel offers a large selection of material for any project, including their concrete division that can supply everything you need to complete your next business or personal project. For a quote or more info, visit laundervillesteel.com today or give them a call at 715-675-6193. That's 715-675-6193. With the desire to keep you in the race, Ultimate Poly Products offers the Ultimate Protection Collection of case savers, chain sliders, intake manifolds, and more. Founded on quality in 1998, this family-owned and operated business produces products created by racers for racers. These industry-leading products are proudly made and manufactured in the USA, with their case savers being made of the highest quality American-made polyurethane on the market and designed to completely conform to your engine case to help prevent case damage from a thrown chain, because no one wants to be a spectator on race day. Join top pro riders like Bryson Neal, Walker Fowler, John Glotta Jr., Adam McGill, Cole Richardson, and more by using UPP Racing products. Use discount code DIGGINGDEEP15 at uppracing.com to save on your next order. Ultimate Poly Products, made to last longer so you can ride more. Thanks for listening, and remember to support our partners. Now back to the show.
No, but I want to be there and try to guide him in that. Of course, he's really fast, but I think we can get him out in those first 4 laps at somewhere like that, man. And I just really, really truly believe that competition's in trouble. So never seen a kid ride so good personally. I've been watching him. I went a couple times and just really, really happy with what I'm seeing. So
awesome.
That's of course all you can ask for as somebody that's, I don't really want to put myself as a team manager. Everybody keeps calling me that. I'm not really that guy, but
I love it.
As that guy, it's all you'd like to see. Of course, you want to see your rider riding fast and being happy. And that's something I think he's been missing in the past.
I love it.
That's it.
Yeah.
I said, dude, if you're not happy, you got to tell me. Just tell me and we'll fix it. So, and it's been that for sure. So I'm not that he's been unhappy. I'm just saying we communicate well, and if there's something I can do and something that somebody can do or anything, and it's been smooth. It could have been a lot rougher.
But you're taking your career and wishing, I'm assuming, wishing that you would have had somebody asking you those questions during your career. And at times, right? At times. Yeah. And you've done it all. You've rode for teams, you've rode for different teams, you've, done it yourself. Like, you've had a ton of support, you've had not a ton of support, like you've done it every way. So a little bit of all of it. And you're just using your history, your track record, your career into trying to give Brandon the best thing possible.
Yeah. And I think that, as I did last year, I was working full time and still doing it. It definitely was tough, And I didn't have any support last year. Really, it was just me and Pops. I had like obviously Rocket, and but it was like out of pocket. Everything
modest,
was really out of pocket. It was a modest program to go do what we were doing. So, I have that. I know what that feels like, and I was just busting the ass every day and hoping I could go ride and train that day or whatever. And I want to kind of like free that up for Brandon a little bit. If he didn't have that, he'd have to, he'd be working all day and then wouldn't be able to ride and then would train. And then it's just this whole snowball effect into something, he's still working. Don't get me wrong. Like he's still got to work, but I think it would be, if we didn't do this, it would be a lot more of a scramble, than it is. So yeah, I mean, it's been so smooth, man. I can't believe we're 2 weeks, right?
Next weekend.
It's the 14th. It's 12 days.
Yeah.
So we're close. I love
12 days out. So like, I can't believe it's whizzed by like it has, honestly. Like I said, that means it's gone smooth. If you're, if it's going slow, I mean, it's probably an agony and none of that here,
Yeah. The excitement is real for sure. Brandon, we've hinted at a number of companies, individuals, stuff like that so far, but I definitely want to give you an opportunity to kind of plug some of the people that are part of the program. And like I said, Jeffrey's hinted at that already. But I know you have a list of people and we should definitely give them, their due, because obviously not possible without the support. So we'll let you take it from there.
Yeah. Chris Williams, like Jeffrey said, Chris has been an insane amount of help with me. That guy has to hate when I call because it's usually asking for something, but yeah, we chat every single day and it's been great. And I'm really thankful that him and his dad Steve helps a lot with meeting me halfway from his shop if I have a problem with my machine or something. And yeah, they've been nothing but the best. And Launderville family, I know JJ's still hurt. We've been chatting quite a bit and definitely an unfortunate situation there with Jaden. I really hope that he hasn't had a lot of good news come, but I keep trying to tell him like, dude, there's better there, better news coming. And so unfortunately we just haven't seen it with him, but they still help me a lot and they've helped me through my whole career. And he still is a guy behind me 100%. And I plan to stay there and train with them guys this year in the summertime.
Nice.
I asked Jaden if he would, be my riding coach. Well, if he's not riding, I could use the help, And Vinny Mofford, I had contacted him with this whole idea and he stepped up shortly after the new year with saying, that he was on board and it means a ton. I got a helmet paint job, like with his logo on there. I'm trying to improve just how I can share my support. So that's one thing for this year as well, is that, Jeffrey too is really cool with whatever I need to do. Like if we had to put Pampers logo on the side of the bike, whatever company I'm saying, wanted to help, we're open to all and I'll do what I can in return to help. So if that's signs out in the pits or, whatever I can do really, videos, personal videos for socials, all the good stuff. I'm trying to improve that area for these guys and all the people that are stepping up to help this program. So yeah, Vinny Mofford was a huge help. Grayson Eller, of course, got to give a shout out to Grayson. I'm training on his bike. So that kid is, he's a brother for life. He stepped up right when I had a problem and like blink of an eye said, come to me. I got something I can give you. And I'm training on his machine. So for practice, it's a lot. Yeah. And Dave Porter, of course, forgot to mention Dave, but Dave will be the wrench for the year. Super passionate guy. You guys know Dave. And I like people like that around me. I like the passion. So pumped to have him on board. And Corey, he'll be helping out. Yeah. JC Tropicals, new company we brought in, helping out. They're a Florida-based fruit company. Super awesome. Hope to maybe have a coconut at a race or something for them guys and do what I can there. Yeah, there's I hate to be, going through a list, but there's a ton of people. Casey Martin, Ian Bonet, 110 Racing, JB Racing, Elka, SSI Decals. I'm going to have to read through this list here if that's all good.
Yeah, I want you to, man. They deserve it.
Yeah, RP Race, the B-Lands. I've been training with Andrix down here. He's I mean, he's on a high level for how young he is. So that's super cool to see. And those guys help me out a lot if I have an issue, and the best pipes on the market, of course. Jake Hackla, super big help this year. Someone that Dave knows, stepped up right away. Didn't even ask, just, what can I do? And he did the full sponsorship for me and my tier list. And yeah, that's just incredible help. Goldspeed, Impact Solutions, Jay Goebel. Bike is working insanely good. You can call Jay and ask him. I know you work with Jay, but I call him and just say, don't touch nothing. It's all good. I don't need anything different. So
there's something about that setup, man. The Ultras and the whole deal that Jay's got, they got it so dialed at Impact that it's like, I feel like Joel says the same thing. Jeffrey would know too. Like, you don't even have to dial on them. You get to a baseline, and that baseline pretty much works pretty damn close everywhere. And that's what everybody dreams of.
Yeah. I think I've done like 2 clicks all winter.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't really like, I've never ride and feel like I need to do something like you said. So there's no point in me going in and even putting a click. Like, it's just no point. That's super awesome. And he's been really helpful. If I have something going on, I can call him and he'll pick up. So yeah, it's been awesome. Rocket Machine Design, of course. Man, he gets me parts right away when I need them. So he's got all the goods. Everybody uses Rocket, I'm sure, at this point. So, best products in the game. They're phenomenal. That's what I trust for sure. And EJ McAuliffe, Pierce Performance, Raw Connections by Max. He does the harnesses.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
My tuner, Mateo. Mateo is a really big help. He'll be here actually to tune if anybody needs tunes. But he's been a huge help. He's overseas, so he does the Zoom calls with me, and we track test, and it's super cool to have that. He's really good at what he does.
Cool. Yeah.
Prime Food Distributor, Styles West with E-Racing, the Tatum family. They did my easy ups and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot of grassroots. I mean, we're always looking for help. And I try to, like I said, I'll do whatever I can to help, them in return. So, it's a great team. We're always looking for more, whatever I can do. And it's been great.
Jeffrey, I feel like it's kind of the retro team, because, you got you involved, DJ obviously involved. He's involved a lot of teams, right? Not like he is with you, but DJ involved at DJ Sperling at Rocket, and
old man Porter in there.
Casey Martin, Jake Acala, right? Like, you guys got all, like, that's our era, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I know, man. It's cool. Like, I was like, heard Jake and, Brandon said, do you know Jake Acala, because he's a young buck. Like, Brandon's still a young buck,
He was fast in his day, man.
Yeah, I remember Jake. It was funny to hear that. And then Casey, like, he said Casey Martin there. I've seen it on his list, and Casey's a good dude, man. Like, we were hanging out there at Briarcliff, and me and him went and shot butter that year. Way back in the day, I was on the Can-Am. Like, he drove me there, and we did the butter shoot. And awesome. I actually just seen him at Briarcliff, man. And it's just like those people that you see and you pick up right where you left off, I was just, after getting second that first moto, I was hyped up, and he was like super jacked too. Yeah. So I was just got passion for it still, of course. And that's, like you said, like Brandon said, that's what you want to see, man. Yeah. There's passion in it, and so it's cool, man. It's a good program. I think that this program we put together and that this new motor that I tested at Briarcliff for Williams Performance and Mateo, those two building these parts, and this motor was something special. So, like, for me, I mean, that was, I got top 3 starts in every race. Didn't end that way, but that's on me. That's on me, but not the motor. It was just, I think the suspension, him being happy, him being comfortable, man. That's a recipe for some good stuff coming. So I'm pretty jacked up about it.
So, Brandon, you talked about how there's still availability potentially for sponsorship going forward, for people to still jump on board. You had referenced that you had somebody reach out and, potentially like being on board for like one round, kind of a title sponsor like thing. So just kind of letting people know that that's an option. You can be on if it's like a local thing, whether your company's close to that event and you could help really showcase that business, have that sucker on the podium or whatever the case. But just want to make sure that people know you are still open for more people coming on board. And there's obviously specialty situations like this where you could make it really specific to that person at that round, if it's local or whatever the case may be. But sounds like there's a lot of options out there yet.
Yeah. Like for example, Richie Pinella, he's a Florida guy, and he's sponsoring my Etchicani race to help with my engine rebuilds. So yeah, round by round basis, the gas tank specifically, whatever they would want really, but a lot of people like that gas tank area, but I would change the logo for anybody if they want to do a round specific event. So yeah, if it's a local company or if it's someone that just maybe they can, maybe they want to help a certain round just to be involved, they can. And I'll get little stickers made or the whole decal made for you. And I'll change the bike around as need be. So, even if it's something like the bar pad on the handlebar, if someone wants to sponsor that area for a round or for the year or whatever, because I do these GoPro videos where you could see nothing but really that bar pad, Right. So I'll put their logo on there. Just do whatever I can. That's kind of the game plan, and it helps me a ton. And one other thing I'll mention too is I'll provide every single receipt as well. So these guys can see that, for example, if someone helps around, I'll provide the receipt of what that help just did. So just to show you that it's going to this racing in my career to like everything, we're going all in. And that includes myself. Like I'm not saying I'm bankrupt and this and that, but I'm saying every single dollar we're going all in. So, if anyone wants to help, I'll provide the receipts and do whatever I can in return to show you for sure.
So how about best way for people to reach out to you? I mean, is it just through social media, DM?
Yeah. I try to look at all my messages on socials, and my email is brandonhoagracing@gmail. I made a new email for that, and I'll be able to get, if you contact me in any of those, I'm trying to be better. I'll see your message somewhere for sure.
And credit to you, man, because you could tell even in the preseason here, well, this is still like semi under wraps, that you've been doing a good job of, showcasing your sponsors and, doing a little bit more of that. And that goes such a long way. Those sponsors, I mean, we've said, I've had this conversation with both of you, but that social media tool is a free advertising tool. And that means so much to those companies when you go out of their way for them. It doesn't take a ton of effort to do that and kind of repay the favor and, try to get them a little return on investment. Sometimes that's as important as the on-track stuff. So if you're dialed on track and you're doing a little bit of showcasing for your sponsors here and there off the track as well, everybody's going to be stoked.
Exactly. Yeah. I learned from my previous mistakes. Like I had a lot of people telling me I have a huge problem with not sharing that stuff and being open with it. And, I guess it happened one too many times where I'm like, wow, I do need to listen, it's so easy to do. Like I just posted a video showing my helmet paint with Vinnie Moffat on there. And I want to do little stuff like that. That's nothing, and I'm just trying to learn to be better. Because I'm definitely on the bad side of that. I always just wanted to be the athlete and just go ride. But at this point, with the way the sport is, of course, like there's a lot more to it than just being the rider.
Well, you strive to be the 1% that leaves no stone unturned in the gym and with their training and stuff. And I think that, like you just said, because there's not a ton of people that are good at the social media and promoting yourself side. If you're able to be the 1% or in the top percentile of that, you'll set yourself completely apart and you'll have people lining up to want to support as best they can in 2026. But I think the best thing you could do is try to set yourself apart, and you're already on your way to doing that with all the things you're doing, but set yourself apart from the sponsorship side too, as far as, doing right by your sponsors, and you're well on your way. So credit to you for that. So last question. What is the last couple weeks here? Because it's right around the corner at this point. So what does it look like between now and then?
So I plan to go to Deckers. We're not allowed like the week of the race, or I believe it's 7 days. So it's been tough for me to get up there with just things that we've had going on here. So I haven't been up there yet. It's definitely important to ride the layout before. And then we got some race bike testing just to make sure everything's all good next week. And then go to the race super relaxed. Going into the season, like Deckers is going to be a tough round because it's we got half the pro class living there, and it's tough. It's not easy. I remember last year we went there, and Jeffrey, you were one, me, the people that were training other places, like, man, when we did the qualifying, you could see we were on the struggle bus. So definitely need to go there. And, I need to make sure that there's not a big weakness there as far as not living there for the winter.
Well, and I've thought about that a lot, and I can let Jeffrey jump in there too, but I've thought about that a lot, that Deckers being the first race and having a bunch of people stay there for an extended period of time, and it also being a triple crown, right? So there's more points up for grabs. I mean, yeah, a person's got to do anything you can if you're not living there to get some laps on that track and try to get as comfortable as possible, because obviously you're not going to be able to mimic being there for 3 months or whatever. But to get as comfortable as you can be, that's about as important as it comes. And I remember Jeffrey talking to me about that last year, that seemed like everybody was going so fast and the track was so fast early on. Jeffrey, I'll let you jump in there, but definitely important to get some laps on the track before we go racing here in a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, I don't. It was bad. Like last year, like it was like, oh, okay, I'll just qualify 11th. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, okay. I was just holding this thing wide open, dude. I was like, I don't know how I can go any faster, and I was literally, slow. So I was thankful that Brandon pulled off a podium, because I sure as heck didn't.
Let me tell you, it was the hardest. I felt the same way. I qualified like, I don't know, the worst in the season. I qualified like 5th or something, which I felt like Cody, I'm not lying. I felt like I never let off the gas. And I was so fast. Yeah, it was nuts.
Dragging brake. I was coming in, thought I was going to die because I was going to go over the berm. I'm coming in so fast. And I was like, dude, there's no way I'm in 11th. It's impossible. I was holding it wide open, dude.
Transponders broke for sure.
I was like, dude, this is bad. And we went from Daytona, like I had a really bottom end motor and didn't really have I don't know. I set it up for Daytona because I just really always I don't know. I always wanted that race. So I was always going there. I'm like, Decker won't be that fast. Sugar, kind of don't want to cuss, but I was like, I get there. I'm like, dude, you have got to be kidding me. This is the exact track they raced or they practiced all year. Exactly. They're like, oh, we're going to change it. Oh, no, there was no change. So that was kind of crazy. And it was just, I couldn't believe how fast that place was last year. And I think that they slowed it down.
It looks like it. Yeah.
Rent a bike from me from overseas. So I brought my bike up there and I had taken a look at the track, and it looks a little bit tighter, which is, I think it's going to be really good for racing. Cause last year I was uncomfortable on be honest with you, going that fast.
Everybody was saying that, Jeffrey, you weren't just the only one.
Uncomfortable. And it was it ended up not being just that. I feel like I was ripping, but especially last year, the start was very dominant one side. You had to have the jump of a lifetime if you were on the right side of the box to even get in the top 7. Yeah. So I start myself in qualifying on the right, and that ruined my whole day. So I think they changed the gate, which helps down there. They put it down at the bottom. I think that'll help. And then the track itself will help be a little racier this year than what it was last year. Yeah. But, and I don't know, Brandon can maybe doesn't want me to say this, but it's nothing bad, but I told him, I said, "No, you're going up to Decker this year, huh?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, that makes me think that you have a chance that you can win, because if you didn't think you can win, you wouldn't be going up there. You wouldn't even waste your time." And he's like, "Yeah, that's exactly what I think." And I said, "Oh, it's game time, buddy. I just got the goosebumps again." I said, "That's what I like to hear." You know what I mean? So I believe that. I don't care who's been there for 3 months. Kid rips. So all it takes is a whole shot and hold that thing wide open, baby. It's a triple crown sender. So I think it's the best thing you can do is do what he's doing and keep grinding, my man. Keep grinding.
I love it. Well, I'm stoked for you guys. I'm so stoked. I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we're having this conversation. I was ecstatic when I first heard about it. the things that have come together since then are awesome. Brandon doing everything he can with sponsorship and all those things is awesome. Brandon, credit to you again. Can't thank you guys enough for coming and talking about it, chatting about it. I'm just so stoked for everybody involved, and I look forward to seeing the 26 back on the podium. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
Very, very excited for this. Kid's going to have a good year. So very excited to be a part of it. Yeah, just excited to be a part of something like this. Yeah, it's pretty cool for me. Kind of always dreamed of it, after my career, and this was an opportunity. I wasn't going to let it slip up. So he could do some good things. So excited for that. I appreciate you having us on, Cody. I appreciate you, Brandon, and just 12 days away.
Can't wait. Again, I can't thank you guys enough. I'll let Brandon touch on things before we get out of here. But I'm just stoked for everybody involved, stoked for everything here going on, stoked for you guys, and can't wait to see how it all plays out. Yeah.
No, I got nothing else. That was, I appreciate everything, Cody, that you're doing. It helps a lot. And I think I just had to make sure. See, I went and looked. I looked at this last post, made sure I had you in there, and I do.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate
it. Got you in there. So, I appreciate what you do. And Jeffrey, you too, man. It all means a ton, really. And I'm looking forward to racing this year.
Yeah, well, just as an apology, they never sent me the goggles or the tear-offs back that I tried to send you last year. So just for the record, I did try to get you those, but I also never got them back. The racetrack kept them.
Wow. That's crazy. No, you're all good. All good. Awesome. It all worked out.
Awesome, boys. Well, thanks again. Stay safe, stay healthy, travel safe, all the things. And we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thanks, Cody.
Yep. See ya.
Awesome, guys. That's Rastrelli Racing's Jeffrey Rastrelli and Brandon Hoag signing off on the Digging Deep ATVMX podcast, brought to you by DP Brakes. Have a good night, guys. See ya. Thanks again.
Thanks.
Boom. Brandon Hoag to Rastrelli Racing for the 2026 season. And the best part is we only have to wait just 1 week to see it. Thanks to both Jeffrey Rastrelli and Brandon Hoag for joining the show as this week's featured guests. Thanks to producer Dallas Jansen, my brother, for all his hard work. Thanks to my wife, Brooke, and thanks to AMA officials Joe Messina and Harv Whipple. And thanks to all of our donors. Thanks to all of our partners. CST Tires, go to shop.csttires.com today. Yamaha, thanks to Blue Crew. Thanks to SSI Decals, Valvoline, DID Racing Chain, Launderville Steel Enterprises and Concrete Supply, DP Brakes, and Ultimate Poly Products, UPP Racing. Use code DiggingDeep15 at uppracing.com. Support all the brands that support our show, and don't forget to use those codes to save. Find it all on our website, and be sure to click that Rocky Mountain ATVMC banner for all your gear and parts needs and to help us out. And most of all, thanks to you guys for listening. You can shop our Digging Deep merch at shop.diggingdeepatvmx.com. Head over to atvfantasy.com right now to sign up for the brand new 2026 season of Digging Deep ATV Fantasy. Can't wait for that. Leave us a voicemail. We'll play it on the show, 920-569-3519. If you're looking for another easy way to help support us, you can visit our website and click the Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee buttons. This allows you to set up a one-time or monthly contribution to support our efforts. Follow the show on social media, Digging Deep ATVMX Podcast, and myself, Cody Jansen, for additional content, coverage, and more fun stuff, as we are just within days of a brand new season of ATV Motocross. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and more. Wherever you find podcasts, you will find the Digging Deep ATVMX podcast. All episodes, additional podcast providers, sponsor links, and discount codes, show merchandise, fantasy info, and more can all be found on our website, diggingdeepatvmx.com. So check that out today. Be a friend, tell a friend. Please download, subscribe, rate, review, and share. And with that, for Jeffrey Rastrelli, Brandon Hoag, Brooke Jansen, Dallas Jansen, and I'm your host, Cody Jansen. Thanks for listening to and making us the most listened to podcast in ATV racing, with nearly 296,000 downloads last month in 141 total countries. Until next time, thanks for joining us in Digging Deep with the Stars of ATV Motocross. Things are crashing and burning here at the Digging Deep podcast, much like the Titanic.
Those guys were hauling ass, for real.
I remember watching Doug Gus, I don't know who it was, Steel City, running the same times Friday afternoon as James Stewart was on Sunday back then. It was mental. I've never seen quads go that fast.
Quad leaders are freaking gnarly.